So welcome all to the second episode of M Talk. Our guest for today is a senior consultant of strategy at Exotel. He possesses over 5 years of experience in strategy and GTM consulting. On top of all that, he's also a Christ alumni, and we are extremely thrilled to have him here on our podcast. So please welcome Mr. Kunal Pandya.
Thanks, guys.
Hello, sir.
Hey.
So without further ado, my first question. When did you start feeling an affinity towards sales and marketing in general? Is there a particular age that you remember, or?
Yeah, there's a pretty interesting story why I started actually thinking about doing a management course.
Okay.
So I think this was in my second year of engineering where, so I got into the student council for that during that year, and I was handling sports. I was a sports coordinator for college.
Okay.
So, that's when I realized there's a thing of management inside me. There's a thing of people management, assets management, financial management. How do I get my idea to the wider crowd? How do I get things done? I possess that skill, and somehow I just realized that, okay, man, I think I really want to pursue something related to management post maybe my engineering or after engineering first job. So I think the exact time would be, I vividly remember this talking to my professors as well as parents that guys, I think I know what I'm doing after engineering. So yeah, I think it was second year of engineering.
So what kind of sports did you play, sir?
I'm a cricketer.
Okay.
So I actually play professional cricket. So when I did my engineering in Muscat.
Alright.
That's in Oman. I played national level cricket for Oman there.
Okay.
So that's when the entire sporting thing came. So right now in Karnataka also I'm playing cricket for a professional club. So that goes on. I was our college's captain for 2 years. So cricket is the only sport I play. I don't play any other sport. I'm too bad at it. So yeah.
That's pretty impressive. Yeah. So exposure over there made you understand.
Yeah, actually, that's a good question. Actually, the sport. So while I was playing the sport, after the thought came in my mind, actually sports led to a lot of good habits in me, which are required in the professional world right now when it comes to actual management. Okay. That's your people management. That's your failures really have to teach you something, and then you change your route to something else. So sports teaches you a lot in life actually. So yeah, it's a mix of a lot of things that got me into this line right now.
Yeah. It's an interesting answer. Thank you.
Yes.
So moving on to our second question.
So the next question is, so what do you think that are the skill set that someone should possess or they should adapt in this rapid changing industry?
Okay. So the industry right now, guys, is it's pretty volatile, especially after COVID has hit. The consumer behaviors are changing a lot. I mean, today I want something, and tomorrow I would change my pattern of buying or consumption of a service. So for a professional or for a pursuing marketer like you guys, that one attribute which I would like to really bring out is the attitude towards the change management. If your manager tells you something and hey man, today you have to do this, but tomorrow this will change. It might not be the same. You cannot go back to and say, hey dude, I did a lot behind this. I cannot, change my mind immediately. So that adaptability and that attitude to adapt to change is one very important quality everyone should have right now, because the market, guys, is extremely tough. The consumers right now have so many demands for that matter. They don't want to be involved transactionally with a brand. What they want is a pure consultative approach. If I'm buying a fridge or a TV, I want that closeness with the brand even after 5 years. And for a marketer, that's very important to map each touch point. So for you guys who are actually getting into the industry, that attitude of change management, that adaptability is extremely important. So that's one main point.
So sir, when you formulate strategies for different accounts and different companies, how do you do it? How do you go about it?
So my current role, I'm into core GTM and strategy. So let me give you an example. We are opening up the UAE market. So Exotel as a brand has opened up in UAE. We've got an entity in UAE.
Where in the UAE, sir?
Dubai, exactly in Dubai. But it's so our office is in Dubai, but our span is going to be the entire MENA region, but UAE will be our center of focus when it comes to MENA region. So let me give an example. So I'm heading the strategy for UAE. Of course, my superiors are there, but I'm taking the entire program management charge under me for UAE. Now, what do we mean? How do we do business in UAE? First, we need to understand the consumer. How is the tech adoption in UAE? It's not like India. They are not tech savvy like us. There's a lot of hand holding that has to be done for those guys. They are, I think, 10 years behind in terms of tech. So we as an Indian brand need to adapt to that. Second, we understand that consumer, we know how the tech adoption is. That's the first part. To first see how the consumer of that particular region or geography is behaving. Okay, we have identified the consumer behavior. Second, we have identified what's our TAM. I as marketers expect you guys to know TAM.
Total addressable.
Okay, yeah. So we need to know what's our total addressable market. And then that boils down to a SAM and then a SAM and then a SOM. Okay. So identifying your consumer. Second is identifying the actual market you're going to hit. Actual industries we're going to hit. Say for Q1 we are targeting 4 industries as Exotel. I can't reveal that right now because it's on public forum and that's a strategic decision that we're taking. But we are going ahead with 4 industries. We are not doing a spray and pray approach where we are targeting all the industries. There are 4 specific industries we're going after in UAE right now. It's not like India that we know we are established, we'll go after each and every industry. So knowing your customer, knowing your market, knowing your industries, how do you take the product to the market? What are the kind of marketing strategies? What kind of marketing channels you're going to use? Is it going to be digital? Is it going to be XYZ? So you need to really decide what consumption pattern of marketing strategies is happening in UAE. So there's a lot from just knowing your customer till what price you want to sell at. So it's a gamut of strategies you need to keep in mind.
So it's a variety of factors, but culture and trying to understand
culture is a huge factor. UAE is a market where compliance plays a huge part.
True.
There's a lot of data protection laws and stuff that we need to be really, really cognizant about. If we miss that, we cannot do business there, and that's a huge fine on a company. So even that legal part also is a very, very massive factor when you're doing business somewhere outside India. So yeah.
So, sir, what are the tips that you would like to share to the future marketers like us?
For that fact, I don't like that word marketer.
Yeah.
I really don't.
So what would you prefer?
Yeah, I don't want to reveal it right now, but I'll tell you guys in the next session we have.
Okay.
I don't like the word marketer, man. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you the reason why. It's a massive word.
Okay.
I want you guys to just focus on the present. Your base of your marketing concept should be damn strong. Right now in my role, I am using my 4 forces, my 5 P's of marketing, etc., to really get into a particular market or industry. So for you guys, I would just say, I said the attitude should be absolutely right, because the market, guys, is not easy. It's very volatile. Okay? You need to keep changing your preferences as and when you encounter the market. So the attitude is really important. Wanting to work hard is important. Not shy of learning is the most important part. Even today, every day morning, we learn something new. I block my calendar 8 to 9:30. By the way, I start my day at 8. Okay, I start my day at 8. My usual meetings start by around 10:30, 11. But I make sure I block 2 hours in the day just learning. In my calendar, if you see my calendar, official calendar, it says 8 to 10 learning and clearing backlogs. So even today, right now, we have got a lot of understanding of the market, but we are learning every day. We are learning new technologies, we are learning new markets, what's going on, what's the new trends, a lot of stuff rather. So attitude, learning, just be in the present, and I don't worry about the future. And the most important part, guys, just be shit confident. Just be confident. You should be your brand by the end of 2 years. Yourself. You should be a brand after you come back after 2 years to college. So just hold that confidence. Christ is an amazing college. It's no less than I am, to be honest. I don't see anything lesser in this college than an IM, and that's a massive statement to make, I know. We all thrive to be IIM grads, but we end up, say, in a Christ. But then when we go out of Christ, that's when the real thing starts in the market. So yeah, I think one big suggestion would be just be confident and be a brand yourself.
So consistent learning and being confident about ourselves.
Absolutely.
It's a great answer, sir.
Yeah.
All right. So that brings us to an end of today's episode of M-Talk. We'd like to thank Mr. Kunal Pandya.
Thank you.
Despite his busy schedule, he took time to see us and discuss these topics with us, and we are eternally grateful for that.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right,
you,
sir.
sir.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Have a great day.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.